Hi guys, I'm Saumya and I'm back with another video. I hope you're all well and safe. So I make a lot of bookish content on this channel, and in today's video I am going to review a book which was sent to me by the author, and that book is A Silent Takeover by Sarvananda Chandrashekaraiah. So let's get started. The genre of A Silent Takeover by Sarvananda Chandrashekaraiah is mystery or thriller. Rajkumar Muthodi is a superstar, and he is also known to be a playboy because he has had a string of girlfriends and he never seems to settle down or even want to settle down. So on his 50th birthday, media gathers outside his house and one of the reporters asks him about his plans of settling down. This makes Rajkumar angry and he decides that he needs a vacation away from all the chaos and all the media attention, and he decides to go to Chikmagalur. This causes a considerable amount of buzz, and the chief editor of a very successful and a famous tabloid decides that it would be a good opportunity for his newspaper if they are able to get an exclusive interview with Rajkumar on his vacation. So they decide to send a very promising intern named Suhasini to secure this exclusive interview. So while doing her research about Rajkumar, Suhasini discovers that Rajkumar dated 8 women officially, and she notices a rather unusual pattern here. She notices that out of these 8 women that he dated officially, some are dead and the ones that are alive are mentally unstable. So Suhasini finds this highly unusual and she decides to dig deeper into this mystery, and she's accompanied by Vashisht. So whether she's able to solve this mystery or not and what are the dangers that she faces is what A Silent Takeover is all about. So now moving on to my review of A Silent Takeover by Sarvananda Chandrashekaraiah. So this book has around 300 pages. 296 pages to be exact, and my pace of reading this book was not uniform because for the first 100 pages my pace was pretty good. Actually, the first 100 pages I was able to read in a single sitting, so that was great. But the next 150 pages were a bit difficult for me because I felt that the next 150 pages became a bit stretched and the story dragged somewhat, and there were some unnecessary details and it became a bit muddled up, to be honest, in the next 150 pages. And then the last 45 to 50 pages, they were quite good, I feel, because the story picked up once again. Also, one thing that I have to say is that I don't want to spoil the ending, and I'm not going to, but the ending of this book was truly unexpected. I did not anticipate that the ending was going to be like that, which is a good thing. As for the characters, personally, superstar Rajkumar's character did not have any impact on me as a reader. I feel that he is a forgettable sort of a character because even though the story begins with him and even though Suhasini tries to uncover his past relationships and all, but he was a pretty quintessential arrogant playboy superstar character. So I don't know, he did not really stand out for me. Suhasini's character was pretty good. I mean, Suhasini is that one character who never gives up and who's not scared and who's quite brave. Also, there is Suhasini's mother who's always worrying about Suhasini getting married. That was something very, very Indian about the book. And I also thought Vashisht was a good character. The writing in itself in this book is quite decent. I have no major complaints with the writing in this book, but as I just said, I do have some issues with those 150 pages that according to me could have been more crisp and more pacey. You see, the synopsis of this book is very, very promising, and somehow the story doesn't do justice to the synopsis. You pick this book up expecting a lot of thrill, but you get only some of it. This is a complex story and a lot is going on in it, and there are quite a few characters in this story as well. So this book is not just story driven or just character driven. This is that book where the story as well as the characters have equal importance. So on the whole, A Silent Takeover by Sarvananda Chandrashekaraiah had its highs and lows for me. It did have some thrill factor, but it could have done with more. So that was my review of this book. If you want to get your hands on A Silent Takeover, then I'll leave the link for that in the description box. If you want to connect with me on my social media, the links are in the description. I'll see you in my next video. Till then, bye bye, take care and stay safe.